This is a quick walkthrough of Scattered in Skyhold mini quest, a quest where you walk around Skyhold collecting Hard in Hightown volumes of Varrock series. First you will need to buy the Enhanced Studies perk with your Inquisition perk points, and that can be found in the Secrets section. So as you can see, I already have it. So bolster the number of researchers working to study those who stand against the Inquisition. So after you have that one, you should then encounter a new NPC in the Rotunda, where Dorian is on his level, and it's an unnamed elf, so you can see here. And you should be able to talk to him. It might take you a couple times to get the quest, because I think the first time he just said something generic that a lot of NPCs say to the Inquisitor, but then on the second try...
We're supposed to have 52 copies of Hard in Hightown, and we're missing all but 4.
He gives me the quest, as you can see here. So there's a book in Liliana's Rookery by a little altar here. There is also a book on Solas's sofa in his little room. Then there's a book just behind the throne. I have read that if you're using the Legacy Kirkwall throne, there is a bug and the book might not be there. So if it's not there, you can just change the throne to something else, get the book and then change it back. Next one is a pile of books, which means it actually gives you free. And it's on this wooden walkway thing as you enter the Inquisitor's quarters. And there is another one in the Inquisitor's quarters on the balcony. Here. There is also a book in Josephine's office. And there are 2 books down this pathway from her office. So there's one in this little library thing. As well as one in the wine cellar. And if you go through here, in the kitchen there's also one on the shelf. There is also one by Vivian. Basically most companions have at least one book by them, excluding those who are kind of grouped in one place together. So it's a pile again, with 3 books. And if you go through here, with the 3 little rooms, the most left one will have one as well. Here. Moving on into the gardens, you could just jump down here from where you were after collecting the 2 books by Vivian. So there's one in the gazebo behind Morgan. Here. Then there's one in the little room with Morgan's Illuvian on the bench. There's another one that's meant to be on the barrel here, but as you can see mine is actually floating in the air, and that's apparently quite a common occurrence. So if yours is floating like mine, just go up these stairs and click it like this. And the third one in here is in a little prayer room here behind the benches, and it's a pile of books, so you'll also get free. While you're in the gardens, you can walk up these stairs here, and this should bring you onto the ramparts. Right on one end. So we're going to sweep through all the ramparts from one end to the other. So there is a book in the Mage/Templar Tower here. A little bit higher up. So it's a pile of free books. Then exiting the Mage Tower. Well, mine's Mage Tower anyway, yours might be a Templar Tower. In the next tower, there's another pile between the wall and the beds here. So another free books, and then exiting the tower where you met Varric and Hawk, down this little staircase thing, there's another pile of free. Moving on to the tower that's adjacent to the tavern, and there's a book by the bed here. Next one is in Cullen's tower, up in his bedroom, so you'll need to go up the ladder. It's on some barrels. And then the last one on the ramparts is the one on the crumbled bit. Right on the edge. Here. So now we can seamlessly move down and move on to the stables. There is one on the upper floor on some hail. Here. Then there are two by the front gate. So there's one through this little room and through here on the floor. And another one on a bridge walkway right on the edge of the bridge. Next is the tavern, and there's a few in there. So there's one on the ground floor, and it's behind the bartender in this little room here. Then going up a floor, in Sarah's little room, there should be a book pile. There. So that's free.
Of course.
And the last one in the tavern is by Cole. So on the third floor, here. Exit in the tavern. There is a book hidden in some bushes between the tavern and the infirmary. Here. Then there's one in the requisition building, so it's this one, with a requisition table by Cassandra, so there she is. And there's two in here. So the first one is a pile on the second floor on the bench here. And there's a single book on the third floor on a bedroll. Another book is in the armory, and the armory is this building here by Cassandra on the other side. And it's on the ground floor here. And the last book is in a dungeon. So if you don't know what the dungeon is or where it is, it's here, this door. So as you can see, it's where the main hall is. So this is the dungeon slash prison. You go down some stairs. Past the guard. Through this little door into the broken up bit, and there's the last book on the floor. And then you fall off. No, but yeah, it's just a little quest that gives you power and influence. It doesn't really have an amazing reward at the end or anything, but if you're a completionist, you might want to do this. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you've enjoyed and will consider liking this video.